Salam sejahtera to Professor Madia, Dr. Zuriza Ibrahim, and all my friends. Today we will present our case study 2. Before we start, I will introduce all members in this group. First of all, my name is Eliska Elis binti Jiksan. Second member is Britney Sindam Paing. Next, Muhammad Rizwan bin Yusuf. And Muhammad Sharul Nizam bin Sabran, Perle Birwal, and last but not least is Shazana Akila binti Aspin. Now we start our present. Our present is case study 2.
Today I'm going to talk about the synopsis of case study 2, Appraisal at Syarikat Indrel Sendirian Berhad. Syarikat Indrel Managing Director Muhammad Damit sat his desk planning what he was going to say to Nathan, the factory manager with whom he will be holding his annual performance review in a few minutes. Muhammad Damit disliked this review because it was very difficult telling people about their weakness. When Nathan knocked on the door, Muhammad Damit mentioned him and curtly told him to sit down. Nathan, I'm not all happy with your performance. Your department has a shocking record on attendance. Your accident rate is disgraceful and customer complaints about the quality of our product are increasing. Furthermore, I understand that your eldest son is getting into trouble at school. You are going to have to pull your sock up or you will be looking for a new job. Nathan stood up and with a face as red as tomato, shouted at Muhammad Damit, "How dare you criticize my work? You are the one who's never around when you are needed. You are always playing golf. There's nothing wrong with my workers' attendance. Why don't you check out marketing? The record is so much worse and there will not be so many accidents if you had bought the machine guards which I recommended to you last year. You said we couldn't afford them. Well, now you can see the result. And lastly, leave my son out of this private life. It's not business of yours." With that, Nathan stormed out of the office. That's all for the synopsis of the case 2. Thank you.
Okay, question 1. What mistake is Muhammad Damit making in his performance appraisal of Nathan? Firstly, didn't chicken walk performance properly, and secondly, not available for measuring work performance, and thirdly, dishonestly putting the performance review method into practice. Might explain the mistake Muhammad Damit. The mistakes that Muhammad Damit making in his performance appraisal of Nathan is Muhammad Damit didn't check Nathan work performance properly. Like what Nathan said to him that he don't check the art marketing. As an evaluator, he should look more deeply in his employer. He should be rude and mean to Nathan about his work without properly evaluating. It Muhammad Damit meant what? That he was unethical when evaluating Nathan's performance. As an appraiser, he must be ethical when evaluating Nathan's performance so as not to provoke fight. So, in emotional situation, evaluator should know how to control emotion when dealing with employer for any manager who hold important positions in the company. When a person fails to control his emotion, it causes one party to also become angry because they may to feel fair, they may also feel unappreciated in their work as Nathan did. Nathan may also feel humiliated by his own employer.
Beside that, about the what mistake Muhammad Damit making in his performance appraisal to Nathan is Muhammad Damit should be polite and when talking to Nathan, so as not to offend Nathan. He should not speak rudely to Nathan. Next, Muhammad Damit should not have show his unprofessionalism by touching on Nathan's personal matter at work. This clearly shows the attitude of Muhammad Damit does not respect Nathan and also does not respect Nathan's personal matter. It's very sensitive to employers. This will obviously lead to fight and also the relationship between them becomes tense and not good at all. This is not for me. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. How can appraiser manage emotional outbursts from a subordinate during an appraisal interview? Firstly, stay calm and professional. As the appraiser, we need to remain calm and professional during the conversation. Secondly, listen actively. Let the subordinate express their feelings and concern without interruption. Okay, next, show empathy. Acknowledge their emotion and show understanding. This can go a long way in diffusing tension and demonstrating that you value their perspective. Furthermore, focus on work issues only. Keep the discussion centered on the related matters and avoiding personal criticism.
How can a appraiser manage emotional outbursts from a subordinate during an appraisal interview is of a solution. Instead of just pointing out problem, provide constructive solution for improvement. Secondly, set clear expectation. Communicate what you expect in terms of performance and behavior in the future. Third, schedules a follow-up. Plan a follow-up meeting to monitor progress and demonstrate commitment to helping them improve. And finally, maintain privacy. Respect their privacy and avoid discussing personal matter.
In conclusion, Mr. Damit and Nathan should not agree. As an appraiser, Mr. Damit must be professional and polite in his talking. Same with Nathan, he should be able to manage and control his emotion and talk slowly to Mr. Damit about his mistake and not touch his personal issue so that the fight did not happen and the problem between them can resolve well and could be resolved well.